Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this UTSA versus Texas matchup today is huge. Steve Sarkisian knows his team could easily be looking ahead to some of the monster matchups they have in the SEC. But he has told his players, we have got to stay locked in. This might be the biggest game of the year for UTSA. Our target is on our back. We cannot look ahead. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Back to pass, it's McCown. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And it's the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Longhorns offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Hollywood Smothers, a transfer from NC State, found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Running inside, it's Smothers. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Here's Manning to throw. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Townsend. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And
makes the grab in their space. A likely touchdown saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
To the air, it's McCown. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Arch Madness. Coleman open on the right. Oh, what a cut! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Simon. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got a man, it's Hardy. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. Wilson open on the right side, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Roadrunners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot.
A shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Smothers. They knock him down right there. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Quick release on the RPO. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, you have to turn it loose deep. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And it's the Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The run inside. It's smothered. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
There's some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to adjust the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete, left side, Colby. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Spits it out to the back. Almost had the completion and just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing Manning. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the...
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Pulls it again on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's McCown. This time it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Fakes to grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Defense in press coverage. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 18 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cardinals who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And it's the Roadrunners. We'll kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back.
Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good. And I don't want to marginalize you guys athletic a bit, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's
maybe some room here. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Might be changing the route. Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense and plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Makes the catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Running inside, it's Henderson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to him. Made a defender miss, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The option, he'll keep it. Runs through the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run inside. It's Simon. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
The offense changing the play. To throw, Manning. Fires to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On the option. Now the toss. Got a little grass. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Here's Manning to throw. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Quick step and go. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's West. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And after that interception, things are quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Arch Madness. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Manning to the air again. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He uncorks one deep. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Roadrunners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Henderson. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And it's the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Complete out left to Wilson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.